and now we're in full season. It should be able, let's beat that 143, okay? If you got it, bring it down with you and dump them.
Please do not dump your pills in toilets or in the flow of garbage. Bring them to Operation Pill Drop right here at the clubhouse. Can you imagine 140 pounds of pills? 143. Sir, David, who is that?
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Yakov Millionaire, Wellington M. I talked many times in this meeting about very important issue in our village. On exit on West Gate, we have only one car exit. When it was East Gate closed, all pile was out. So if any emergency, anything happen, not emergency, not fire car, not even policeman can leave this village. We like stuck inside. And it showed when last time was East Gate was closed. This issue was asked me many times, and mostly it was ignored. I know we cannot solve this problem. You have to be involved with city. A lot of city people come over there. They can talk to bank. They have some grass. They can open this because their people go out. They can open this for extra car. We need like 2-car exit. If case anything emergency, close one gate just only for emergency exit. This, I think, this is very important. Because if you're stuck inside, fire department, police department, emergency, if anything, you can leave this village, you're stuck inside. Please thinking about this. Thank you.
Thank you. I will say I had a little problem understanding everything you said. If there's any way you can write this down for our security team, consider doing so. Randall.
Hi, David. It just occurred to me, you know, being the architect and all of the bylaws, nominations from the floor occurs in February.
Not many what?
Nominations from the floor occurs in February.
Right.
And my question is, and since we haven't adopted the new bylaws yet, I would hate to see people that would want to participate in the election be prevented from doing so because nominations have been closed at the January meeting.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I would more or less say that anybody who wants to participate in the next month, that you bring this up.
Oh, no, this was just nominations from the floor.
Yeah, which is supposed to be held in February.
Anybody can still...
When she says nominations from the floor are closed, then they're closed. Nominations from the floor is supposed to take place in February.
It's a little tight to get it into the paper. We thought about that. Yeah.
Oh, you mean they should be in the paper?
My turn.
No. What I was just going to say is we voted on Articles 6 through 8 last month, and 6 through 8 was committees, and the nominations committee included in their description that they could be in January or February. That was voted, and you shared with me, and I hope I didn't get it wrong, I may have, that the lawyer said that once the delegates vote, something is in effect. Is that true?
No, but what I think Randall is simply saying, we're under the current bylaws now.
Yeah, we're under the current bylaws until it goes to the attorney. And we agreed on this at the very beginning, that until everything was voted on, done and dusted, they do not go into effect. And that's my point. Currently, we're operating under the 2015 bylaws.
Because I know they're going to argue about whatever.
Well, that should.
That's what I thought, and I thought, David, you mentioned speaking to Rod. You don't remember telling me that? No. So so in effect, should nominations not have happened today? I thought it was perfectly legal under the
No, it's not going to kill us that it happened today, but I think what Randall is suggesting is it should happen again next month to make all things kosher. I don't recall anything from Rod about diverting from the current bylaws while the new bylaws are being worked on. You're going to have to show me.
Okay, all right. So, Jackie, I guess we'll have to resolve it and go from there.
would have to hold up the paper, February's paper.
The paper, we'll see what happens. It's going to be tight. There's no doubt about it. We're going to have to work with Ruth. I think that's why we moved it back.
That's right.
Right? I mean, you're going to do this in February. You're going to have barely a week to look at the data. But as Randall said, the bylaws are as they are currently.
David, let me say a word.
Who's speaking?
Ruth.
Oh, hi, Ruth. Yes.
You had nominations from the floor. That's one thing. Nominations are done there. You can still put a bio in if you want to run. You've got until January 15th. That's for everybody. Those from the floor and anybody else, there is still time. Nothing is closed. Please come on the board or anywhere else. You still have time. We want to get it in the paper. That's the important thing. If we wait until February, it's going to be very, very close. People are not going to see it. Now is the time.
Yeah, I hate to have a dispute with you, but number one, we haven't gotten an agenda in 7 months. Wouldn't it be nice for people to receive an agenda knowing that today was nomination from the floor instead of February, which it's been for the last 20 years?
We published it in the paper in January. As a matter of fact, even in December, I started talking about it. The paper is your best source of information. If you don't read it, that's on you. I'm sorry.
If you don't read the bylaws, that's on you.
All right, Randall, enough is enough.
All right, Jackie.
Hello.
Miss.
Hello.
I'm sorry, Ms. Leslie. Go ahead.
Oh, Ed. I thought Jackie was up. Ed.
We seem to be losing everybody. Randall technically is 100% right. Without a shadow of a doubt. I think, even though I asked the question before having myself nominated from the floor, I was told this is it. But in my personal opinion, there should be a date. It was an error. Everybody should have a chance to run. So right now, I don't even understand what the cutoff date was. Last year, we had a problem. The date was wrong. We had nominations from the floor, and then it was open afterwards, which was the first time that ever happened. So I really don't know what the correct resolution is, and this going back and forth with Ruth doesn't do anything. Some decision has to be made, but Randall, without a shadow of a doubt.
Thank you, Ed. We got anyone up at the mic over here, or you just...
Yes. Go ahead, Mrs. Lesky.
Yes, dear.
David Israel.
I'd like to thank David Israel for something very worthwhile. I'm representing Congregation Eitz Chaim across the street. You promised when they would do the repair work that we would always be able to walk to the synagogue. I want to thank you. You kept your word, and I'm still here to thank you again. On behalf of everyone that you made an additional entrance or exit at the side just so the people could go back and forth. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Ruth Lasky.
Thank you very much.
As the new chair of the nominating committee, I want you to know that the decision to have the nominations from the floor was not made alone. It was made by the committee. We did discuss what Randall's issue, and as Ruth said, it just means that you cannot nominate from the floor. You can send in your application by January 15th. So,
pick the bylaws that you want.
well, then perhaps it's up to somebody if we feel that we should change it and have it in February. That's up to, we'll meet and discuss it. That's up to Mr. President. What do you say?
Randall's point is very clear. The law is the law. All right? And I believe it will not kill us to repeat nominations from the floor in February.
Absolutely, if that's the will of the people,
but I
of the
would
delegates.
definitely recommend anyone who wants to run, don't wait for that. All right, what is that? Some kind of epic philosophy change? Oh, I didn't really seek this. I was nominated, you know, thrice it was offered and twice refused. But you can still submit, as Ruth said, your bio now, tomorrow, the next day. But I think the advice would be well taken to repeat nominations from the floor in February per the existing bylaws. The bylaws are bylaws.
Okay, absolutely.
We can't
the committee
be morphing them around at, you know, for no really valid reason. My only concern would be anyone nominated next month, and it is as it is going to get minimal exposure in the paper. You need to think about that. But it's not a big thing to do it again. Yes, Olga.
You have no choice. You absolutely have to do it, otherwise the whole thing is going to be illegal.
All right.
You must do it, David. It's not going to take that long. Thank you.
Hell wega. All right. Anything else under good of the order? Being that we've lost our quorum in spades, I will accept George's motion to adjourn. Thank you very much. Thank you, Randall.